酒蒸煎肉餅兩食 fried steam pork patties with umami dried squid.
This is the most common home-cooked dish in Hong Kong. However, in today's cooking, there will be differences than the usual making of the pork patty, as we will grill or roast the squid in order to maximize the flavor of the squid. When the flavor of the roast, bake or grilled squid has exploded 5 times, that will make the meat patty super delicious. This time, I will have to go as early as 8 a.m. to buy pork shoulder meat or the first cut of the day from the butcher, as it is difficult to get. Pork shoulder mùi thấu 600 grams. Dried squid 3 teaspoons of corn kernel, around 10 water chestnut that has removed skin. Apart from water chestnut chunks, can also use jicama chunks. If you cannot get water chestnut, jicama, you can also add lotus root chunks into meat patty. You can also use white radish chunk to add into the meat patty. Firstly, rinse and wash the meat that we buy from the butcher shop. Then cut and separate the meat and the fat. Then cut the meat into pieces first. Then from the pieces, cut the meat into dices. Cut the pork fat into pieces. Following that, dicing the pork fat too. The second part is to take half of the meat and the half portion of the fat and hand chop them into minced meat. The machine minced meat is too fine, does not have texture of meat. Add water chestnut into a Ziploc bag. Remove all the air from the bag. Smack the water chestnut 2 to 3 times to crush the water chestnut. Now it is time to give flavor to the minced meat by adding in half teaspoon of salt. Mix well salt with the minced meat. In 2 teaspoons of soy sauce and 1 teaspoon of chicken powder. Add in 1 teaspoon of sugar and 1 teaspoon of oyster sauce and drizzle of white pepper powder. Mix well all the seasoning with minced meat. Add in 1 teaspoon of corn flour and around 60 ml of water first. Then mix well all the seasoning with minced meat. Then add in again 1 teaspoon of corn flour and 90 ml of water and mix well all the seasoning with minced meat again. Add in smacked water chestnut and mix well with minced meat. Lastly, add in 3 teaspoons of corn kernel. Mix well corn kernel with the minced meat. Transfer the minced meat into a container. Marinate in the refrigerator for 4 to 6 hours.
Wet kitchen towels to wipe the dried squid to remove dirt on the dried squid.
Then remove the bones of the squid and the hard part in the head of the squid. Then use scissors to cut the squid into small pieces. Transfer the squid pieces into kitchen towels and then onto a plate ready for microwave. Put the squid pieces into plate and microwave with medium heat for 1 minute. 1 minute later, remove squid pieces from microwave. In the old days, this is how we grill the squid directly on the fire. You also can oven grill the dried squid with medium heat for around 3 to 4 minutes. The seasoning for today's cooking are salt, cornstarch, granulated sugar, soy sauce, cooking oil, chicken powder, oyster sauce, white pepper powder, 100 milliliter of drinking water. After 4 hours of marination of minced meat, add in 3 teaspoons of cornstarch onto a plate.
For the fried meat patty, add in the flavorful dried squid into the minced pork and mix well first. Squeeze out minced ball from the palm of your hand and put onto the plate, layer with cornstarch. Put the meatball onto a plate and ready for frying. In a hot pan, add in 3 tablespoons of oil and wait until the oil is hot enough. Now I put the meat patty into hot oil for frying. Fry each side of meat patty for around 4 minutes in medium-low heat to prevent from burning. After 4 minutes, flip around the meat patty and fry for around 3 to 4 minutes, depending on the situation. Use the balance of minced pork for steaming in a plate. Then add in the flavorful grilled dry squid on top of meat patty for steaming. I like to make my steamed pork patty into a 2 cm thick. Now, after around 4 minutes of frying meat patty, they are ready now. Transfer the fried meat patty to a kitchen plate, layer with kitchen towels to absorb additional oil from meat patty and for cooling down. When water is rolling boil, add the meat patty and steam for 10 minutes. Steam the meat patty for 10 minutes with high heat. While waiting for steamed meat patty, let's arrange the fried meat patty into a serving plate. After around 10 minutes, steamed meat patty is ready now. Fried meat patty is juicy. The steamed meat patty is tender and succulent. Both meat patty has meat texture as a result of hand chop. So much better than machine minced at the butcher shop. Flavor of the grilled dried squid bring umami flavor to meat patty, and this is super delicious. This is my recipe for today's cooking. Let's give it a try to this new approach of cooking meat patty.
多謝收看，我們下一條片再見啦！如果喜歡這條片，請訂閱、讚好，你的訂閱和讚好是我們的動力，繼續拍新片啊！記得和朋友分享這條片，留言俾我們啊
Friends, thank you for watching. See you again in our next video. If you like this video, please click subscribe and like. Your subscription and your like are our motivation to keep on posting new videos. Please share these videos with friends and leave us comments. Bye bye.